All right, so welcome back. Welcome to Module 2. And in this module, we're going to talk about high converting opt-in pages. And we're going to do more than just talk about them. We're going to make some of them. And we're going to make some of them in a way that's really, really easy, even if you are technically illiterate. Even if you're as technically illiterate as me, because I'm horrible at this kind of stuff. But as you're about to see, I've been able to build some really, really high converting opt-in pages. I'll show you some stats in a minute. But before we get into this, I want to tell you something. Listen, Brendan Burchard gave me this quote one time. He said, you know what, Frank, I always heard and I always sort of believe that the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And the reason I'm telling you this is because people can get really, really far out there with opt-in page stuff. They can get caught up on videos and little plugins and exit pop thingies and countdown timers and fancy stuff. And you know what? Sometimes that stuff might increase conversion. However, I think that in most cases, it's more of a distraction than anything. If you're going to worry about something in an opt-in page, you really need to focus on the offer, the thing you're giving away. Think about it. You could give away something really great on the crappiest opt-in page in the world and it would still convert. For example, if we sent a really horrible looking opt-in page that was filled with insults and stuck it in front of a bunch of dudes who just got out of prison, and the opt-in page copy said something like, which one of you peckerheads wants to get to go on a date with Angelina Jolie tonight, even though you're totally worthless and not even worth it, but if you opt in, you'll probably get to go out with her because she's got a really kind and generous heart and she likes scumbag degenerate bastards like you, but I hope you don't opt in because you're a horrible human being and I've always hated you. Even if you had that as the copy, they would still opt in, right? So copy's important, sure, but the thing itself, like we talked about in the last module, is a pretty big deal too. So the big thing here is don't overcomplicate the opt-in page. As a matter of fact, most of the time, and this is coming from, I don't know, only like 15 years of experience of doing this every single day, all day, every day of the year for 15 straight years, most of the time over that 15 years, I've learned that super simple beats complex. So please, as we do this, resist the urge to make this harder than it is. I'll tell you, I'm going to give you like a layout, and this is a beautiful layout. So I want you to know I made this graphic myself, and yes, I'm very proud of it. I've turned down a promising career as an award-winning graphic artist for NASA to make graphics like this, so I could, that's not even, none of that's true, but I did make this myself. So look, this little page, this format right here is winning. This is beating them all, right? And it's not just me. For example, here is Brendan Burchard's. I'm sure you know Brendan, delightful guy, very energetic fellow. Really like that in real life, by the way. He's always that energetic. It's really amazing. Anyway, this he sent to me as his #1 best converting opt-in page of all time. Now, if you look at it, now he's got a fancy looking graphic over there, so his looks a little bit better than my extremely beautiful layout here. But notice the similarities. You got a headline with a picture on the left and name and email and submit button, right? Now, he's gone the extra mile and even put some copy on there. Now, you want to see one that actually fits that layout here? You want to see one that fits this layout to a T? That is the other highest converting landing page from another brilliant marketer. This one's from a fellow named Dean Jackson. You might know Dean. If you don't, you should. He's got a great free podcast called ilovemarketing.com and is a master of something that I call friendly marketing. Probably one of the nicest people you could ever meet and one of the most brilliant marketing minds I've ever seen, ever. Right on up there with folks like Dan Kennedy. I'd say even right on up there with guys like Robert Collier and the legends. I mean, Dean is incredible. And this opt-in page is his best converting page. Look at there. Now, what a beautiful graphic. He probably had to spend, I don't know, probably up to maybe even over $7 to have that graphic made. But check it out. Now, his ad, of course, says something like, free report reveals the secret psychology of why people refer real estate agents and how to be the only one they refer. And then, of course, they hit this landing page, and this is the entire landing page, and what does it say? The same thing that the ad said, right? And if you look at the cover there, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the cover actually has the headline on the cover. And the headline is simply the name of the report. This is beautifully done. Converts like crazy. Here's the best one that I've ever built, and it was not for one of my products. It was for my beautiful bride's product, my wife. Check this out. Same format. right? So this is our winningest page right here. The headline is not the winning pages, by the way. So there's nothing above the little square there, but you'll notice headline is free 136-page workout book for women. International cover model and mom, Natalia Kern, is giving away a free 136-page training guide with workouts and beauty tips for busy women. Get yours here. What do you think the ad says that gets them here? You guessed it, 136-page workout book for women. And then a little bit of extra copy there, but not a whole lot. And that's it. Now, what do you want to guess this thing converts at? Now, cold traffic. Okay, not joint ventures, not people who know her, not like the guru scene, where they're like, yeah, dude, my opt-in page got 80%. Of course, I sent it to my list who already knows me, but we're not going to count that, right? No. Real world stuff. What do you want to guess? All right, are you ready? Here we go. 59% opt-in rate. Check it out. Here are the stats from the little analytics thingy. I know they're a little pixelated, but I had to blow up the picture kind of big so you could read it. That's after 7,524 unique visitors, all sent through PPC advertising. 59% opt-in rate. Now, I'm going to get rid of these slides here so you'll see me looking fancy. There we go. And here's the actual page, by the way. So that's all there is to this page. Now you'll notice that we do have terms of service and stuff, right? And if you don't have terms of service and privacy policy, you need them because you have to have those to be compliant. So while we're on that topic, I might as well walk you through this. So a good website that you might want to visit. Now, again, you are best served to get actual professional legal advice. Please don't misconstrue what I'm about to tell you as being any sort of legal advice at all. I have never used this particular website before. I've just heard that it was good. I had an actual attorney, of all things, create my policy for me. But many people say Form Swift is fine, and these are legally binding documents. So every website should have a privacy policy and a terms of service policy and the contact us page and terms of use and all of that stuff, right? Well, you got a couple options. You can get an attorney to create them for you, and that's could be kind of expensive, or you could use a little page generator. And there are lots of them on the interwebs. Rocket Lawyer's one, formswift.com is this one, and many of them are free, as formswift.com advertises to be. So what these guys make, this is pretty cool, is you can create a privacy policy and a terms of service page. And these are just the pages you need to have on your website as mandated by law. And I think they just have to have your typical stuff like, hey, if you're 18 or whatever, you're not supposed to, or if you're under 18, you're not supposed to do business on this site, or whatever it is you're supposed to have. That's between you and your own legal stuff. But the two big ones are privacy policy, terms of service. So we'll create privacy policy. You click on that thing. You click on create privacy policy. And then you just start going. So you put in your company name, short name, which might be your website URL, website the same again, your address, all that sort of stuff, your contact information, which you need to have on there, and then you hit save and continue. And then it just starts filling in the blanks and all of these things for you for like a boilerplate policy. It's pretty cool. And at the end of it, it exports it into a Word document, and you can cut and paste it onto a web page, and you're good to go, right? Or so they say. Now, again, don't misconstrue this as legal advice. And there are many sites like this. Other places, if you want to have them created by an attorney, there is one fella who's a pretty good guy by the name of Bob Silber, S-I-L-B-E-R. He does this for a lot of internet marketing fellas. And he is attorneybobsilber.com with a B, bobsilber.com. And he can sell you some of his own services there. So I like old Bob. He's the one who did mine. He's a pretty good fella. So those are two options to keep you compliant with the law, which of course we always want to be compliant with the law, and we got to be, because Google or Facebook or just about anybody won't run your page in their networks. They won't send you any traffic if we don't have these pages. Got to have them. So that's how to get them. Now, let's go back to looking at the page that worked. So as you can see, again, nothing too fancy here, right? Nothing really complicated or weird. We have this graphic, which I showed you how to get your graphic made at Fiverr. So there's an image of the bribe. We have the headline and the copy, and what's different about this? You got it. There's no opt-in box. Check it out what happens. When you click on here, this occurs. This is known as a two-step opt-in form. What's cool about this is it works very well. I have no idea why this converts better. One could say it's the commitment and consistency policy that Cialdini talks about, where if you take a baby step to do something, such as clicking this, you're going to be more likely to complete the action because you already started, thus the consistency of action after you've committed by one small action, right? But in real, I don't know why it works better. I just know that it does work better. Now one would think it would be difficult to make such a page, right? But one would have thought so before such easy and super cool tools became available to marketers such as you and I most recently. So I'm going to end this video here. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to build this. I'm going to show you the tool that I use to build this. And we're also going to go over a couple of other inexpensive, super easy drag and drop tools that folks like me can figure out. That is non-tech people, because I've got the tech skills of, I was going to say the tech skills of a 7-year-old, but I actually have an 8-year-old daughter, and she's pretty good with tech stuff. So the tech skills of a 2-year-old, how about that? So mine are even worse than a 2-year-old, and I can still figure this out. So gone are the days of technical overwhelm. Buddy, you can have an opt-in page today, and you will if you follow along with me in the next set of videos here. So I'll end this one here, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, let's go. Let's keep our momentum. I'll see you in there. Let's hit it.